Welcome to Rethinking Death.life, the podcast where we flip the script on the spoiler alert. Everyone dies.
Hosted by the witty widowed Death Doula duo,
Kathy Dempsey
and Kim Harms.
We know our way around both life and afterlife prep. We tackle the big questions with humor and heart and a healthy dose of reality talk.
Whether you're planning your epic exit, pondering what's next, or just want to know if death really has a sense of humor, we've got you covered. Because rethinking death might just be the secret to truly living.
Welcome back to Rethinking Death.life, where we tackle life, death, and everything in between with a little humor and a lot of unsolicited advice. I'm Kathy, and I'll be asking the tough questions today.
And I'm Kim, here to answer those questions with wisdom, wit, and just enough sarcasm to keep things interesting.
Okay, well, today's episode is how to get along with your adult children without really trying. Because let's be honest, raising them was one thing, but dealing with them as full-grown, opinionated humans is a whole new adventure. And Kim, you know this like I don't. So here you go.
Well, it's like customer service. You gave them life, and now they act like you owe them extra features.
Exactly. So let's dive into the secrets of keeping peace without pulling out your hair or theirs. All right, Kim. If you had to sum up in one golden rule, what would it be?
This one's really easy. Zip your lips.
Yeah. Wow, just straight up silence?
Look, I'm not saying you should never talk. I'm saying if you think you should talk or say something, there's an 87% chance you shouldn't.
Like giving them life advice or something?
Especially life advice. They don't want to hear about how you bought your first house for the cost of their annual Starbucks habit. They just want you to nod and say, "That sounds great, honey."
So let's say you do have a pearl of wisdom to share. Well, how do you deliver it without them looking at you like you've ruined their lives?
You got to sneak it in like a secret ingredient. You don't say, "You should do this." You say, "Oh, you know what worked for me once?" And then tell a totally hypothetical story about a friend named Tim.
Tim. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, Tim made some great choices, unlike your child, but we don't say that part out loud. We just, you have to keep it in your head.
So what about family gatherings? The high stakes. I mean, lots and lots of personalities and landmines potentially everywhere you go. What's the key to surviving them?
Another short answer, 2 words, fake busyness.
Explain that one.
Just stay busy. And I have a wonderful family. I just have to say that. So I don't have to use this very often. But if there's something going on, I fake busyness just so much that no one can corner you for an argument. Need to check on the rolls? Gone. Dog needs a walk? Poof. Forgot the napkins. Be right back.
So your strategy is strategic avoidance.
Exactly. Smile, nod, and refill the mashed potatoes. It works every time.
Well, at some point, the tables turn, right? Suddenly your kids start acting like your parents, correcting your driving, telling you what to eat, explaining technology, How do you deal with that?
Well, this is my favorite. You just mess with them.
Give me an example, Kim.
Well, they say, "Mom, you shouldn't eat so much salt." You look at them dead in the eye. You say, "Oh, I already licked it all off."
That's perfect.
Or when they try to explain new technology, just nod and say, "Oh, sweetie, I was coding in DOS before you could even spell your own name."
Maximum confusion. Oh boy, I love it. I love it, Kim. I love it. All right. So let's just get serious for a moment here. What if they make choices you don't agree with?
Deep breaths, long pauses, and an emergency chocolate stash.
All right. That's solid advice for most situations.
Look, they're going to do things you don't like. They have different careers, they have different parenting styles, weird hair colors. Your job is to love them anyway. And if you absolutely must say something, do it once and then let it go, just like Elsa in the movie Frozen.
Frozen, let it go, let it go.
Oh.
I remember Elsa, yes.
Sometimes it's really hard. Sometimes you got takes me sometimes a couple of days, but eventually you just have to let it go.
You got a shed. Look
And
what's
shed,
behind me,
shed. We'll be,
shed.
we'll be, we'll be talking about that on many other podcasts.
So no passive aggressive comments.
Nope, just a well-timed, huh, that's interesting.
Brutal.
Yeah, really.
Okay, one final question. If you had to sum it up in one last piece of advice, what would it be?
Be the fun one.
Meaning,
Don't be the source of stress in their life. They have enough of that trying to, if they're, my kids are raising their kids, they have a lot of stress in their life. So be the person they want to visit, not the person they have to visit. Don't lay out high or unusual expectations on when they should be seeing you or what they should be doing. Laugh at yourself. Keep your fridge stocked with their favorite snacks. And for heaven's sake, learn how to text properly.
so no more messages that just say okay with a period?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely not because I did that and I got into trouble. I got into trouble. So I've
Really?
learned, I didn't know that. I have to learn those things. I didn't know, that okay with a period is not good. So unless you want them to think you're mad at them, don't do that.
Okay, good to know. Well, there you have it. How to get along with your adult children without really trying.
Or at least without getting disowned. And for our viewers out there, what's the one thing you can do now to enhance your relationship with your adult children?
Thanks for listening to Rethinking Death.life. If you enjoyed today's episode, leave us a review, send it to your grown-up kids, and let them know, yes, we do know how to use emojos.
See you next time.